Oh god, yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Catabolic Window. I know for a fact that this is fucking hell. My brain is tired. I've done a lot of calls today. Today is episode 100 of the Catabolic Window podcast. So that's what I'm trying to say. And because of that, we brought back long-time pal, class favorite, class. I don't know why I'm saying class. Podcast favorite,
like class clown.
Yes,
definitely a fucking clown.
Most likely to keep his virginity. We've got Dan Park.
Woo! I'll hold the accolade proudly.
Round of applause. Let's
You're
go.
untainted, mate. We kind of we had a little bit of a taste of how your week's gone. Obviously, Dan, mate, we'll focus on you first because it's been a minute. But yeah, man, run us through what's been going on, the good and the bad.
Oh god, I don't know where to start from. It's been a while. I'll go with this week. This week, my ankle's very poorly. I just woke up on Monday. Nothing happened on Sunday. Just immobile, pretty much. And I've just had so much walking with work. It's just annihilated. But yeah, other than that, I'm good, man. I've been chilling. Still chilling with my missus. Work's going good. Been there for like 5 months now. Settling in. Gym's going all right, to be fair.
Yeah, because you got the new job, weren't you, last time we spoke?
Yeah, a lot. That, to be fair, it would have been then. But yeah, started in September on the grad scheme. 4 rotations of 6 months. The first one's nearly done. Had a busy week. I went up to Liverpool today to go visit one of their sites. I was at a different site yesterday. I'm at a different site tomorrow. So not a great week for having a bad ankle. But other than that,
Is this where they make the cars?
Yeah. So I work at Solihull, so I'm on plant there. And we went to Halewood, which do a different Range Rover. Just to see what our mirror function did. It was pretty interesting, to be fair. They're a bit further ahead, like technologically. But yeah, it's all good. Training's all good. Actually not fucked my bolt this time by just sending it a bit too hard. I've actually kind of kept like a 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 a week of a kilo, and it's just been like ticking up nicely, and I just still have abs. So
Yeah, mate, you look mint, honestly. Seriously.
I know they were the first progress photos I've taken in 5 months.
That's mad.
I know. So it's basically since like the first couple of weeks of my reverse, I just haven't taken photos. I was like, that'll do when I next get to this weight, can compare.
That's crazy, mate. I can't go 2 days without taking progress photos.
Really?
That's Luke. That's you enjoying being lean, though, mate. Be real. Come on.
To be fair, I was the same when I was like peak diet.
Yeah,
like,
same.
And the start of the reverse, I was like, yeah, I just got
I
bored of it.
finished dieting end of October.
Yeah, but mate, you've gained like 4 pounds. You've gained 6 pounds, haven't you? Bosh, look at me. I know my shit, bro. 6 pounds.
Damn, that's pretty good. Keeping it tidy.
Yeah, well,
To be
Luke's.
fair,
Well, I
I'm
started
just-
in like 3 weeks.
That's
You're starting a prep in 3 weeks. I saw you allude to it on your Instagram, or like say that you're doing a prep. Oh, fair play. What
that's
shows?
cool, bro.
But let me get the exact date for you, actually. I'm
Who's your
doing,
coach at the moment? It's Matt as well. It's Matt still, isn't it?
yeah.
Cool.
BMBF in August, and then UK DFBA and WMBF back-to-back weekends in the middle of September.
UK DFBA's weird structure now, isn't it? It's changed.
Yeah, they don't do. They've only got like 2 shows or something. It's really weird. They had 4 when I competed last.
That is weird because their shows take ages as well. I remember going to their Heart of England one, and it was such a long day. And if they're condensing that with more athletes, probably.
Yeah, I've got 4 weeks left before I start prep.
Yeah, what's your food at?
3,400 calories.
You're
What's
going to
your-
be ready so fucking early, mate.
What's your steps at and like expenditure?
My steps aren't crazy high, but I'm standing
good.
up all day. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I see.
I think
that
I
would kill me.
honestly think that's the biggest difference, because last time I was at this food, I was like 170 pounds.
It takes a lot to stand up all day. You stand still for like 15 minutes, it starts hurting. I swear to God. Maybe it's just me and my joints and shit, but
Well, I'm resting on the side of a machine or whatever. But my steps most days that I'm awake,
just kind of leaning
a
over.
12K with a 20-minute walk before I start training and a 20-minute walk in the morning. The rest is just at work.
Damn,
That's mad, mate.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I actually couldn't do that.
Moolah,
Hats off to
mate.
you.
Huh?
I couldn't do that, mate. Hats off to you. I sit at a desk, but I like to get my steps in throughout the day, but I couldn't stay on my feet all day. I genuinely couldn't. I'm too much of a pussy. But I just, whoa.
I feel more tired if I'm sat down all day.
I don't if my brain's occupied by like work. If it's not occupied, then yeah, I feel more tired just like slumming around all day. It's not a good feeling. I hate it.
Yeah, I find standing up more tiring than walking. Like I could
Yeah.
walk, like going for a little walk somewhere is quite nice. I like, to be fair, it's the kind of same thing. Like I like walking with a purpose. Like if I'm walking the dog or if I'm walking somewhere.
Mate, you start fucking Cuba.
What do you mean?
Because he's like, when I walk, when I do my steps, I'm walking with a purpose. I'm not moseying along on my phone. He's like fucking charging. It's hilarious, mate.
People love to be a bodybuilder about everything, man. It'll be like, I have a wank with purpose, man. I brush my teeth with purpose.
That smile on stage.
With purpose. I'm doing it until my cheeks fail, mate.
I kind of like walking, like just meandering if I'm in a nice place. Like, and Cov's not nice, okay, but I live in like a village now. But when I walked around Cov City Centre, there was stuff to see. My walks were much more enjoyable. Now I'm walking around a field, or I'm on a walking pad, or I'm walking at work. It's just
walking pad is dead, bro.
Mate, I know I've got one, and it is a godsend for when you need to use it.
Yeah,
but this sounds bad. They've got an indoor pool here. But I just walk around that because it is pretty big, and I'm like, it keeps me sheltered, and it's not completely boring.
Yeah,
but
mate, walking for the sake of walking is so like walking pads. Walking pads are good, like if you're already working.
Yeah,
but like when it's the end of your day, and you look outside and like it's dark, and then you get on the walking pad and watch TV, counting the steps every like couple hundred. Like,
it's struggle city. I've been there and had like 5K steps. It's like 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's fast.
How fast can they go? Can they go pretty speedy or not really?
I got one that went pretty speedy. Like I purposely looked for one that went, I think, up to 12 kilometers an hour. Wow. I'm never going past like 6.5. Like I don't know why I had to get a quick one. It didn't cost anymore, but
12 kilometers an hour is like a run, surely.
That is a run.
Yeah. So in case I ever want to run on it, but I think I'd fall off because it's like a meter long.
Yes. Mate, that'd be fun fasted cardio if I can try not to fall off a like step pad at full.
Did you boys ever see that video of Ryan Kirkham fall off his walking pad?
No.
Oh mate, he posts it every so often. It's so funny.
I'm going on his account now.
He's in the office.
He might have it as a pinned reel, you know.
Oh god.
Fuck, I hope so.
Oh Luke, I thought I was a monster for a second, mate.
No, mate, Pepsi Max. Don't be silly.
No caffeine?
That's got 30 milligrams of caffeine in, I'm pretty sure.
Let's find out.
That's got caffeine in, bro.
That's got caffeine.
It's not much.
It's gone wrong.
When I met you, you would swear by blue light blockers at this time of day, and here you are sinking a bit of caffeine. Mate, you're a shit bodybuilder. You've gone downhill.
Mate,
well, I'm do it as well. So I am a shit bodybuilder.
He's washed up. Oh yeah, your injury. Talk about your injury, mate.
So, what was it? Obviously, we spoke about originally a couple of weeks ago. I started running into some fucking weird shit with my leg. Like it just wasn't. As I was getting into like deep knee flexion, contracting the hamstrings, it just wasn't happening. It was telling me to piss off something around my sort of upper shin on the inside there. Doing BFR for a little while. That's all fine. And then Monday, I can't remember where it was. No, it was last week. Like on the inside of my sort of between the bicep on the tricep on the inside of my arm, wasn't happy. And a bit pissed off for some fucking reason. And then yesterday on the outside, sort of above the elbow but below the tricep, like the muscle itself, if that makes sense, there was something there that wasn't very happy. And then today I go in, do my last warm up, and that was literally like a 2-rep max. It was great.
Really
vibing, mate.
What do you think?
It was fucking weird. And then I did a working set and lost 6 reps.
Are you gonna go talk to someone
on last week? So I'm just gonna kill myself.
Are you gonna talk to someone about it?
What do you mean?
You got a pre-prep,
mate. Message Camille. Like just be like, hey man, I got this thing. See if he can diagnose it remotely, or at least give you an idea of what to do. it's not going to be in person, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
That's peak though. I feel like a proper old man. I'm 23 and my joints are actually failing me. Like genuinely, my left ankle's now gone.
It always seems to happen to me though, where it's not anything has happened, and that's why it's fucked. Like it's just like it just gets
that was like my
randomly.
foot this morning.
I'm like, it's such bullshit, man. I didn't do anything wrong.
Do you think it's just like? Have you done volume escalation recently, Luke? Do you think it's just like really just moderate volume as well?
Yeah, just reasonable shit, mate.
Mad. That is weird.
And it's just unhappy.
That's fucking bizarre, bro. Any tips for the listeners of what to do when they're injured, other than cry?
Yeah, cry. Think about regression.
Yeah, fucking go home, mate.
Catabolism, mate.
I'd say just order a tub of Ben and Jerry's. Been off the meal plan for a bit. You know, run a cycle, something aggressive, but don't train. Don't sleep. Stay up all night.
Oh yeah, I recommend that one.
Start eating toothpaste. Crash a car.
Yeah, I did that one as well. That was good.
You didn't crash your car. You got crashed into.
I saw that in a story the other day again. That's mental.
Yeah,
they hit you with some serious speed.
Yeah. I know, mate. I just pulled up at a red light, and my man just comes flying into the back of me.
Were they on their phone?
Afterwards?
They must have been. Yeah.
Did they say anything afterwards?
They were like really apologetic. Like obviously realised
they were on their phone. If they were really apologetic,
yeah.
they'd be like shit. If not,
yeah, because he literally like swerved into the passenger side, so I was actually fine.
Sure, he was late.
Well, he like tried to swerve out the way of you a little
bit.
He
swerved to the side.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, it was not.
Good job he didn't swerve the other way. You know.
Well, it'd been a bit retarded.
Well, yeah, no, he would have hit the other side of your car, which is where you were.
Yeah, I get you, but it would have been retarded.
Yeah, it's going to the traffic. Yeah,
it's into the traffic.
If I can send it, mate, into the traffic, let's go.
He's like,
mate, poor drivers are doing my head in. Around Coventry. Luke, please vouch for me here.
Oh,
Coventry drivers.
Whoever designed that road system in Coventry needs to be in prison.
Mate, I honestly, the amount of times I find myself wishing I could revoke licenses on this one, like genuinely wishing I had that superpower. It's absurd. That I don't know if you've gone up there, Luke, but like Bull Hill up to Walsgrave way. That's the other side to you. But oh my god, there's like a 40 road that just goes the whole way. And before that is like a 30 into the centre of Cobb. It's take it every day back from the gym and like
You still at Apollo, yeah?
Yeah. Apollo's good, man. Apollo is good.
I know. I love it.
Do you miss it?
I met one of my clients trains out of there. He fucking trains at like 5 a.m. What a weapon. And yeah, I PT'd him out of there the other week. It was good.
It is good, and they keep investing money into it, to be fair. They are actually smashing it. The only problem they've got is the car park. It is just a fucking nightmare.
Not enough parking.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not as bad as Future.
Futures is worse, but I'd say for the amount of people that are there,
that is a very good point, you know.
And think about all the parking around Future that's like an hour or maybe 2 hours. There's none of that at Apollo. It's just straight off the main road.
So there's like points.
I don't know what 7, 8 spaces up 2 sides, or maybe 6 on one side, and then you can kind of park 1 out the front of it, 3 against the wall, but then you're blocking in the back spaces. So you get 20 cars there, you're gone. You're like,
and then it's like absolute fucking Jenga to try and get those.
Yeah, and then moving the cars around, it is genuinely like you're playing like, what's that? You know, that car escape game when you move the bricks or the cars until it can get out. It's like that. It's fucking terrible.
It's not good. Kev was telling me they've opened a foundry near there, and like it's just fucking dead.
What foundry?
Yeah.
Nah, not even. Foundry's busy, man. Kev's saying that because he's pissed, mate. Foundry's right by Future, and a lot of the students have gone over there that I know that still living in the area.
Right.
A couple of people from Apollo's gone there. You know, Conor McGarry, he trains there if he trains.
Oh, he's not at Apollo anymore.
No, he didn't like Apollo that much, which he's kind of gone more down the cardio route.
What?
Like, not cardio, but like fitness. He's just like
he's not bodybuilding.
Huh?
He's not bodybuilding.
Well, he still trains, but he does a couple runs and shit. So
Oh, fuck
But he
that.
looks still pretty good though. Anyway, he trains at Foundry when he trains. So Kev's just pissed about that. He was pissed when Apollo started as well and started to take off. When I went in there for
I
just
see.
started bad mouthing him and shit and asking loads of questions about him.
Mate, did you see is it Harvey from Apollo? Fucking
Oh,
RDL with a broken arm.
Harvey's got a broken arm.
Yeah, Harvey Pritchett, is it?
Oh, Harley Pritchett.
Harley, that was it.
He's broke his arm.
Yeah, mate. I messaged him because he fell off. This is like the fucking definition of hardcore, right? So he fell off a truck at work and broke and like messed his arm up, and he was just doing like single arm work, just training the other side. And then he did RDLs the other day and was like, "Yeah, this really isn't right." So he RDL'd like fucking 3 or 4 plates with a broken arm.
Did you put anything on his story or something?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was so funny. Oh my god.
I can't see it on his story. When did he break it?
This story probably would have been end of last week, maybe. So yeah, he would have broken it
Well,
like
you think
3
there's
weeks.
something on his page, but no, nothing. Oh, that's so peak though.
I know, mate.
It's
Not ideal. Really not ideal.
Poor guy.
Yeah. How did we start that? Oh, yeah, and then I get into the gym and just couldn't perform today, so I fucking went home and meal prepped, mate.
Fair. What are you gonna do? Reset?
Week off.
Oof.
I've had too many of them recently, like 4 days off. I had one for a holiday, then I got ill. Now my ankle's poor. I can still train upper, and I train legs. I just did leg extensions and hamstring curls, so nothing's going through my foot.
Yeah.
And then just it was like a 45-minute leg session. I wouldn't even do the adductor with this. I don't want to put any weight through it.
Fair.
So
Mate,
it just felt wrong.
Mm.
That is nuts. Really not ideal. And what about you, Jack? What have you been up to, mate?
This week's been a bit of deload for me. I've been like on and off ill, and I thought I was kind of okay training through it, and then I trained legs with Cam's Fitness, and then I chummed twice.
Oh, lol.
Yeah, the next day I felt fucking rough. I trained legs with Matty, and on the way home I was like, "Oh, bro, I'm gonna chunder." And the next day I was ill as fuck. And then I went in and I did a pull session. And
so the first 2 times you threw up, you thought, "No, it'll be all right."
yeah, it's fine because it was like training legs. I was doing pull-ups and like I got into a full stretch, and like just that little bit of pressure on my neck was setting off my gag reflex.
That's hilarious.
And I'd wake up with like a headache most days, and I was like, okay, it's time to chill. So I've
I've actually had that a bit more recently.
Yeah, mate, there's something awful going around because I've been on and off ill for like the past month, but I was like, right, full, week off. I'm pissed because I was kind of scared to take time off because my training is the best it's ever been by a fucking long shot. And the biggest thing has been like I've just not run into any injuries, touch wood. But like things have been so good recently, which is mint. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit scared to get back into training, but we'll see.
Don't want to ban them.
One of the biggest things for me that we realized, me and Tom, is dropping my frequency to twice a week instead of 3. So it's a 3
on?
Upper. It was 3 upper, 2 lower.
Okay.
Instead with upper lower push pull legs.
Right.
Goes much nicer. And also not escalating volume. Like as soon as we start to escalate volume, my mesos get cut short by injuries. But even if I kind of feel like I can do more, I just kind of let the volume stay the same and get rinsed. But I can drive training performance so much better. I look a lot better by being able to do it. And I don't run into injuries. Like this is the first time in like 2 years that I've ended a block or a meso not because of injury, which is fucking nice to see.
Well done. Yeah.
Yay! Finally.
Ideal.
That's my new wish.
You're gonna hit injuries though, like it's bound to happen eventually. Like, man, I had my fucking fair share of injuries. So being able to, I feel peak being like, oh, I'm not injured, but I've had my fair share of injuries, man.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Just in a good run. Purple patch.
BFR coming off of knees as well has been good. Like slowly kind of being able to get rid of that. Still can't squat, like squat patterns are a no, but pressing I can do BFR free, which is cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
But
Slowly
when
get.
did you
So what
realise?
do you
Because the
use?
session that we did, you still had them on for. When did you realise? Oh, okay, I'm going to give it a go.
Um,
Because you were saying, oh, I feel like it might be a career long thing, and then like literally 2 weeks later, you were doing it without them.
yeah, like so sometimes I warm up without BFR on because I have to go and get it from my bag. And I was warming up and I kind of forgot to put it on. And I got near my top set and I was like, oh shit, there's no pain at all. I was like, fuck it, we'll go for it. Did a set and then it was absolutely sweet. And I was like, sweet. So I did it BFR-less and I was like, okay, I was fully expecting the next day to pay the price for it. So I was like, right, I'll give it time. Next day felt fine. Next week felt fine. So I was like, cool. It definitely like it's a little bit iffy sometimes. BFR, I can just like head first run into it. No BFR, I have to be a bit cautious.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's been good. Like I've worked up to some decent numbers on the squat press. Leg pressing it like goes really, really well. Squat pressing goes really well. But like anything where I'm having to squat like hacks, smiths, lunges, anything like that still fucking kills. But leg
I'm the
press.
same. I'm exactly the same. Do you have long femurs by any chance?
No, but I have quite a long patella tendon. So the
Right.
deeper that I get into the hole, the more torque gets exerted on my patella, even beyond my quads.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah, I can't. I can only squat press really. I could hip press. I could
Yeah,
probably 45-degree leg press, but
yeah,
like pendulum, hack squat, I definitely can't barbell squat.
yeah.
Smith squat. I just can't do them. So much torque
Yeah.
through my knees. I've gone to BFR. I've only used it 2 sessions and it's going well. To be fair,
Good.
I haven't had any knee pain. It's just been the ankle. I was obviously cautious of last session, but
Mm.
yeah, it feels a lot better. It fucking hurts. It's weird. It's like there's a lot of pressure on your adductor and like because it's just directly on that. That's the one thing that's really
Mate, the
fucking hurts.
chafe is outrageous.
Mine doesn't chafe. It just literally fucking kills. It's like something's tight on my leg, which it is as the adductor contracts.
Yeah.
It's just pain. But it's better than the knee pain. Is how I'm looking at it.
That is very true.
You do get used to it.
Yeah, I imagine I will.
But yeah, I think my current plan is just to run up the squat press quite aggressively. And then
That's
hopefully
sensible.
well, as long as like I can, like where it's not painful. And then hopefully once that's like getting quite silly, then I'm hoping that by that point my knees can take quite a lot of force. So then I should be able to hack like 2 or 3 plates. And I can kind of rehab that up. But we'll see. But like if I can put like 11 or 12 plates on a pivot leg press, I'm sure I can put 3 on a hack. Like
Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it.
We'll see.
There is something about different about the thing coming down on you versus you going down on it.
Sure.
Just how it makes everything feel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, on the leg press, like you feel so much sturdier. I think the reps are a lot more consistent and a lot less tiring because you're not moving as much, or a less heavy portion of you is moving. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it requires less coordination, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like you just set up into it and you can just kind of go. But yeah, I really want to get back to squatting, but we'll see. I really want a barbell squat, so I'll see what I can do. But also, I think I'll be embarrassed if I do it because it'll be like less than 2 plates because I'm so fucking shit.
I did, I think 85 for like fucking 8 arse to grass a while ago. That was fun.
But yeah, I want to do arse to grass back squats.
I think people that like care actually look at the weight and care, like I get you need to care about the weight that's on the bar. If they saw someone doing a really effective set of like 2 plates as hard and a hack or something like that, or an 85 kg barbell squat, and they've actually come away, like you can objectively look at it if you have a brain and go, that person's got a lot of stimulus. They're doing it for whatever reason that way, but you can see they still train well. If you just go, there's a 20 and 7.5 on the side or whatever.
Yeah,
and judge it based off that, you're miles off.
Oh yeah, my hack is 2.5 plates, but I get off that and my quads feel like they're about to explode.
Yeah, I do like the only variant of squat I do is a squat press. Like I do a single leg version with a pause, and without a pause, and I do a dual leg work version with the 2 count pause, and I'm doing them for above 10 reps and with BFR bands. Like I'm taking any chance away from it. So it's like really light, but I'm getting a lot of stimulus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know I shouldn't care about load, but it's still hard not to. Like,
It's so hard.
I don't care. It's not that I care enough to like do shit reps. Like I don't care about like hacking 5 plates with a half rep and like blowing out a patella. Like that's not cool. Like I want to
We
have
won't
like
name any names here.
Oh, is that what happened?
what? Who?
I'm not name dropping, bro.
Is that what happened? I didn't know that. I just knew he got injured.
Who?
Who?
Are you talking about Reese?
No, I'm well,
no.
yeah, I was, but I don't think that happened to him. I was just
No,
saying, like,
Reese
sending
got hurt on
loads.
holiday, mate.
Pardon?
Reese got hurt on holiday. He tripped over a lilo, I think it was.
Oh,
That's such a painful way to go.
I know, mate.
God.
I actually feel so peak for him because
Mate,
Imagine
Finn's
that stopping your
comment
training.
fucking
Oh,
killed me.
mate,
That was so funny.
That's so peak, bless him. Yeah, I care about load. Like once it's pain free and once the form's good, I do care about load. But also that's because currently at the minute training's going well. Like
yeah,
unit growth phase, I'm at all-time strength. So my head is very much geared towards like, do I feel injured? No. Okay, how much load can I move? And then it's gonna kind of I'll keep like that, and then it will become like, okay, what are my rep PRs if I get injured kind of thing. But there's something in my little monkey brain that still enjoys big lifts.
yeah.
Like,
It's hard. Like,
I'm not gonna go and lift shit, but I'm still gonna care about them. But I find as well, like I think my training is most productive when within the realm of good lifts, I care a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I've got drive to get my movements heavy with good form, I tend to kind of get a lot more out of them and train a lot more intensity. But again, I guess it's just a drive for overall quality. I don't really give a shit about just the load. Like, you know what I mean?
But part of that will be as much as you can handle load wise.
Yeah. I mean, that dumbbell press, mate, I was gassed with, paused as well.
What was it? I didn't see it.
Low incline, 60s in each hand for 5, paused.
That's decent.
Mate, I was fucking gassed. Like first time touching the 60s, paused.
God.
I know. I literally.
Yeah, if that wasn't a shit set and you can run that up, that's sweet.
Mate, it was like dumbbell to chest paused. I was like, this is fucking mint. I was gassed with that.
Mate,
like
60s are strong.
What's the heaviest in your gym?
80.
Whoa,
And is that in like 2.5?
Long road, yeah.
It's in 5s.
Oh God.
Yeah, so next one's 65, which I low-key want to do.
No,
Nah, not yet. Come on, let's be sensible.
no, you need to get 60s for like 15 reps.
Maybe. I don't know if I need quite as many as 15.
It's probably at least 12 reps. At least 12.
I don't know.
I think to get to cross transfer an extra 5 a hand, the stability demands and everything.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's gonna be like for a good.
You've gone from
120
to 130 kilos. That's like
that's a big
7-8% load increase.
Oh, look at that quick maths from Lukey boy.
Mate, that's like adding an extra plate aside on your hack for shits and giggles, on your leg press for shits and giggles.
I have done that, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's not the same in this. It's not the same movement.
It's not the same. I like that. I do. I really want to run.
It's like adding an extra plate aside on your leg press and removing the back pad.
Yeah, to be fair. I'd love to move the 70s, but I don't know if that's going to happen this growth phase. Unlikely. But like, even just pausing the 60s for more would be sick. But like, that came about from me really giving a shit about moving load. But
have you seen me row the 40s down?
No.
Oh, you'd be so proud, mate. They're quite shit.
You'd be surprised how detached I am from fitness Instagram. I'm trying to be more attached now because there's some friends I have on there that I need to kind of keep in contact more with, but I just don't post, so then I'm not on it a lot.
Mate,
how do you even get the 60s into position? I was just thinking about that.
Oh my God.
That is the hardest bit. That's the worst bit. Yeah. Just like that first rep feels fucking awful. But I start from the bottom up.
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
When it's that heavy, you can't get it all the way up unless you have someone.
The thing you have to remember is they're quite thick.
Yeah.
So even if it's like dumbbell to chest, it's not horrifically deep. Like it's still kind of like it's not it's not stupid deep. It's deep, but it's like a comfortable depth. You can still kind of push it. But one like that first rep is like eternal, and then once it's there, it's so nice. But that's what killed my dumbbell press a long time ago. I remember struggling with the 55s because I just couldn't get them into like position. I had to get someone to hand them to me because you just getting
that's a ball ache, isn't it?
hard. Yeah.
That's
Do you
why
know what I
run
think
them.
is sad as fuck? When people band extra weight to dumbbells, I'm just like, do a different exercise.
Yeah, that is just
Like,
doing,
just do a different exercise.
it's doing more.
They do it just to fucking look cool, realistically. Like I get it serves a purpose, but it's not. That could come off. That could hurt. That could fucking injure you. To be honest, it's not stable. Like,
Yeah, you got to be fucking careful with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool when you see someone like Reese do it, and he's like pressing 80s with like a 5 either side. You're like, yeah, that's kind of fucking badass.
Yeah, but then it's like, where do you go from there?
Yeah, but that you could say the same for Reese on a lot of bits of kit, so he would have to get creative.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, the biggest thing I think.
Dan, I've got a wild idea. Train better.
Luke's on smoke.
Bro's asking for
Luke's doing a Dan. Luke's doing a Dan.
Oh, fucking hell, man. I think there comes a point where you just have to be like, I'm just doing this for the sake of emotions rather than anything else. You have to be smart. Like, you have to be emotionally attached enough in your lifts to give a shit to want to progress them, because otherwise you're not going to, or you're not going to progress them as much as you could. But you don't want to be that guy who's like, I don't know, half repping a Smith machine bench press and doing only flat pressing because it's like where you're strongest, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say something else and now I've completely forgotten.
No, I find with mine, I've not been too driven to like progress my numbers, because when I do that, form does slip. Like I can progress them for a little bit, but I found certainly this bulk, obviously my body weight going up, so my performance has increased slower. It did at the start increase really quickly, but now it's getting a bit harder to fight for progress. So I find if I start chasing a rep here and there, even with the same execution in mind, it can slip a little bit, and quite quickly that turns, to I'm going to need to reset this, or this doesn't feel good. My joint's now hurting. What can I do to get around it? Let me just pick another movement, and it just feels like you're never getting your mojo. So that's why I've done like BFR. I literally every set now I aim for above 10 reps, because I find it easier to progress it from 10 to 11 than 5 to 6.
Yeah,
I'm constantly in that range, and I know if I'm aiming at 10, sometimes I'll fall in the 8. I'm like, I don't want to aim at 8 to 15 and sometimes fall in the 6. So I'm like mindfully going higher rep, so it's easier to progress, so I can stay on the road for longer.
Yeah, you got to be careful, don't you? Because like otherwise, we know people. We can't. Let's please not say names. We know people who have progressed to lift aggressively with shit form, just to then regress it to good form, and then kind of rinse and repeat that cycle. Don't say it, Dan.
I'm not saying it, but we all know there's a few names that come to the front of our own minds here.
No, not anymore. He doesn't bodybuild anymore.
Depressing.
Do you remember when we had Finn on the pod and he was like, "Oh,
a while to get the hint though."
Who doesn't bodybuild? Sorry,
the guy that we
nice try, mate.
The guy that we were talking about. You know when we had Finn on the pod and Finn was like, oh, people try bodybuilding, they do it in a shit way, they get a bad experience, and then they say bodybuilding's so bad for you. Yeah, that. Anyway. Yeah.
Did he say that about him?
I don't know.
Well, kind of. I've heard stuff. Jesus, this is so shit. This is such a bad idea.
Wait, can someone just confirm the name to me in the group chat? I want to make sure I'm on the
same. You're right. You're right.
It's it's the old meme. It's exactly.
I can't decide if this podcast is good or not.
I don't. We're gonna have to censor this entire thing, bro. We have
fantastic. This is old school catabolic window.
This is so bad. I'm gonna get so many DMs with this being like.
We'll come back to. Jack, we need to come back to the Paul Carter thing because Dan will cry.
Oh my god, yeah. But anyway, like, yeah, you gotta be careful with your numbers because you don't want to. Whenever, like, I think the thing is, whenever, if like as a disclaimer to anyone listening, whenever I'm talking about chasing numbers, I'm chasing it still from the same perspective of Luke and Dan here, where none of us are going to train like a fucking meathead. If we're chasing numbers, it's still, I really want this, but also I'm going to make sure my form isn't like a fucking weapon. I'm not going to rock up to the dumbbell press and be like, yes, the 65 have to move today, because that's not how that works.
Yeah, like I'd love to stack the single arm pull down at the gym group, but it's not going to happen.
It will eventually, and it's cool to shoot for that, but like,
I don't think it will happen until after prep at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you've got that in your mind, and that might be a motivating factor for you to push sets harder. But that doesn't necessarily, like, I can still really want a specific load even when I'm doing like a 12 to 15er. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway, just because I think people are going to misconstrue what I'm saying and think that I'm like half repping a bench and half repping a squat and being like, yeah, 4 plates, brother.
No, I think if they watch you train and they know, really.
Hopefully.
Yeah, no, your training's good, man.
Did you want to do the Paul Carter thing, Luke?
Yeah, so Dan,
yeah,
did you see by any chance any of the videos that I made responding to Paul Carter?
I saw. Is it someone that sent you a DM?
Yes. So
what did the DM
probably
say? I did see it. I thought
think it was last Thursday or Friday. I wake up to a DM, and from Paul Carter, and it just says clown. That was the whole DM.
That's crazy.
Has he got a decent following?
Yeah, bro, he's got like 200k followers. I can't check because he's blocked me. But
Paul
that's
Paul
Carter. It's a lift, run, bang. Weird
lift,
name.
run, bang.
Yeah,
Paul Carter, bro.
Is that a? Well, I can't say that. 200. Oh god. Is he American?
Yeah.
American Christ is king. Like, I don't want to generalize there. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But you know, when you go on certain Instagram pages, you can get the vibe from the, lift.
Yeah. Do you know what he said? Do you know what he said about COVID during 2020?
Oh no.
That it's killing off weak people.
Oh, he's just a Neanderthal, isn't he? Like, I'm watching a video of him do leg extensions right now. Don't get me wrong, the form's pretty good, but you can see he's just a fucking meathead under there. He's just chimp fucking clashing cymbals in that head.
So I made 2 videos about him last year. The first one I was responding to was him on the Nautilus Explode plate loaded chest press.
Yeah.
And he was saying, if we use these ones, it's more front delt. If we use these ones, this is like a perfect angle for upper chest. And I'm like, it's not really, though, is it? Like, it's just not. And go through that. And he was very upset about that. And then the second one I responded to was his main gaining one, where it was really weird. Like, he was almost trying to redefine maintenance.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was essentially saying that within your maintenance calories, there's enough factored in for like a small surplus to build new muscle, and then as you build new muscle, you'll get heavier. And I'm just like, what?
That's so meathead, and it's not right. I kind of get the perspective though of like, if you just purely gained muscle, you are kind of maintaining the same level of body fat, but you're not maintaining your weight. So it's like a different definition. But that's just it's not realistic either. You're not just gaining fucking tissue.
My main critique was the only person that can physically do this is you. Nobody that follows you has the same life every single day to where that is realistically possible.
Yeah.
And his comments I initially responded to him in the comments, and then I made a video about it afterwards. Essentially just saying, like, this isn't applicable to anyone apart from you, and just like and then something like eating at maintenance but gaining weight, make it make sense. And he's just raging in the comments like, I've given so many reasons for this, it's not my fault that you idiots can't understand. I'm like, oh, what a great way to speak to people and convince them that you're right.
Oh, fucking hell.
And that's why you never see any negative comments on his post, because he just blocks people if you critique them. So yeah, he did that. He blocked me. So I took the high ground. Dan, do you know what I responded, mate?
Go on.
When he said clown, I said, that's not what your mum said to me last night.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh.
The amount of respect I have for you, Luke, for doing that is absolutely outrageous.
It's so funny. Although I was then in serious trouble with my girlfriend. She messages, she responds to that story, and she goes, "Why is it that your mum or your sister is such a strong insult, as if sex is something that's done to women?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you've got a very good point here."
Yeah.
But I was not expecting this.
So I've gone back through my Instagram here because, you know, this is your encounter with American. Would you like to know my recent Instagram encounter?
Oh my
with
God,
them?
please.
So I saw this reel on my account and I was like, this guy looks good. He just likes doing what he's doing. I'm trying to be far more positive, like not trying to hate anything like this. Guy called Power Strong Fitness. Fuck knows who he is. I saw it, I had like 31 likes, 1 comment. I liked it. I go on the comment, yeah. Oh, please still be here.
Oh no.
No. Has he deleted it? Oh. There's basically a guy going, "Oh, we don't care, Drew." Like, basically being a dick. So I put, "I care, Drew." More likes on the clip than that bloke has followers in the comment, yeah?
Yeah.
And then the next thing I get is at DB Fit, "Dan, you're a pussy." But he's instead of the S, he's put the dollar signs. And he put, I beat your ass.
Oh no.
And do you know what, bro? Oh my, can you screen share on this? Please tell me you can screen share.
Yeah, you can. You should be able
How
to.
to do it? Screen share. Oh, come on. Let's do
Should be
this.
the one.
Can we see? Wait, it's giving a 3, 2, 1.
It's loading.
Sorry for the audio viewers here. Hold that.
Oh my God, we've got his phone.
Here we go, boys.
Oh,
Look
yes.
at that.
Oh God. The
Do I
best
have
way
to
I
learn?
can describe it is he has a Jewish beard, glasses, and like a 40-year-old bowl cut.
Yeah, it's a really high bowl cut. Is it dyed as well?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
dying.
it's definitely dyed,
And he
mate.
looks pretty
The beard.
overweight as well, reasonably.
He's got lovely little spectacles, is what I'd refer to those. What is Romans 8:18?
Bro, this is what Americans do. They just put like a verse from the Bible in their Instagram descriptions.
For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. I don't know what that means, brother, respectfully.
Oh,
Do
bro,
not know
what a
what
wet
that
wipe.
means. To anyone religious, we're not clowning on you, we're clowning on this guy. All right.
Yeah,
before-
this guy's a loser. Anyway, he commented that it beat my ass. I am pretty confident that I would, in fact, be doing the arse beating. That sounds extremely weird.
Yeah, beat his ass, mate.
But anyway,
Go.
yeah, that guy's a gimp. So I just don't like negativity on Instagram now anymore. I hate
Yeah.
it. I'm trying to be more positive.
Mate,
That guy
you
tried
know
to bring
what
me
gets
down.
me every time is threads.
Oh my
Like
God,
they've
it's
always
savage
got
on there.
something in there that just like proper riles me up, and then I spend about 10 minutes reading dumb people on threads.
Or they just get beefy in the comments as well on Threads. It's like the new age Twitter. I kind of like it, you know.
It's just weird.
It is weird, but I can't scrolling through it. I'm like, this isn't as shit as just watching TikToks. I'm reading something, but I'm just reading someone's really like warped perspective on something. I'm like,
It just makes
I
me
should
lose
not be
faith
reading
in
this.
humanity.
Threads is fucking bizarre because like it's very clearly just meant to steal Twitter, but it clearly didn't go anywhere, and it's still kicking. It's very weird. I
Yeah,
don't get who it's for. It is
they get a
literally-
lot of likes on there though. Like some of the things, like
Do you know what I've noticed is that's where like mainstream fitness people will go to share their political opinions. They'll just like be responding and
Oh, I've
posting
got a
shit
lot of
on there.
football on
It's
mine.
so funny.
I got a lot of football on mine.
Oh,
Really?
okay. Maybe it's just me that has politics on there then.
Mine's like thirst traps and shit, man.
It's an algorithm. At first, Trap Jack, it shows you what you've been liking, mate.
Yeah, on the coaching account, bro. They can't stop me.
I'm telling you.
Mine's just a load of like not rage bait, but like engagement bait. Like, how is anyone affording life in the UK right now? Lists a bunch of things. How are people surviving this? Like, that's just such engagement farming.
Mate, the most divisive one that I saw recently was someone posting. It was like obviously a bot account, and it's just like if if DEI is a good thing, why do people get upset if you say they're a DEI hire?
Just, you know, when
And the
sentence
comments
starts
are like people going to war.
hey, you know, if you start the sentence with "if DEI," it's just not ending well, is it? You could not say that in a corporate workplace.
Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. Did you listen to the one that me and Jack did a little while ago, where we definitely almost got cancelled? That was good.
What, catabolic window?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. What? God, repeat it. God,
What are we
this
talking
episode's
about?
bad enough.
We've had a couple bad ones.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like them. I think they're fun.
I used to drop a lot of bad ones back in the day, didn't I? Highly cancelable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amazed that we made it through. You know, one of our most watched videos on YouTube on Catabolic Window is Dan tries to get us cancelled.
Is it?
You can wear that with a badge of honor, mate. It is also I think on Spotify, the top ones are like our most controversial.
Yeah,
unsurprisingly.
it is. Isn't
Weird
it? It
that.
just gets the engagement.
Yeah, so if anyone complains, we're just chasing the bag, bro.
Oh, do you guys follow football at all?
I don't know.
I've just seen that it's 1-1 in the Liverpool Everton game. That's going to mean nothing to you, but culturally, this is quite significant to the Premier League. So I need Everton to win this.
Culturally, that's mad.
Yeah,
Culturally,
I would say so. There's a big game of hating on each other's teams at the moment. Like Man United are rubbish, Tottenham are rubbish, Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool are beefing. Yeah, it's crazy.
There's
Anyway,
a lot of truth in football, isn't there, man?
there are, mate. It's so hard to watch at the moment. I don't like the ref and shit, but don't even get me started on that because that will finish the rest of the episode. I'm passionate.
Fucking hell, mate.
Not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. What else has been going on then?
I'm trying to think. Well, what have I done? What have I done? I've been looking at buying a house.
Nice, man.
But it's, I don't know, there's a lot of like thinking involved. Like, big decisions I don't do. Like I'm usually pretty good at making decisions when they're time constrained, whatever. So like a house where it's like really open ended. There's a lot of ways it can go wrong.
Yeah.
Financially, it's a big commitment to a place, and I'll just overthink it. But I could go and buy a house, but doing it on your own is really hard. I'll be maxing out my borrowing. It'll be the whole mortgage coming out of my wage, all the bills, all of that lot. It'll be really hard to do. Like I could go and buy one, but then I'm probably getting something on the lower end that I'll probably grow out of in 5 years. I'd much rather wait a couple more years, have more money coming in that I can borrow. So I've got guaranteed salary progressions with my job.
Right.
So I can be a lot more comfortable then. I can save up a bit more, make sure I know where I want to live, get a permanent. I do get an automatic permanent job with my grad scheme, but I know where I'm then based, if you get me. So I can then, move based off that. I want to live in Leamington, but that's quite expensive, or Warwick.
Oh yeah, enjoy
I'm
that.
looking at like 280k for like a nice 3-bed, 280k. And on my own, like I can borrow 195 because I've got student loan as well. Like max borrowing is what I can borrow. So say you wanted that 280, yeah, you got to put up so much on your own. You got to put up 85, is it 85 on your own? Yeah, 85 on your own, and then you need like 5k for fees, and then you're gonna need to furnish it. So it's just unrealistic to get a nice property on your own.
Yeah,
it's just pain, but I want that. It's like, yeah, I want my house. Get me? That's security. But yeah, so that's been a thing going on in the background for a while. Work's been the main thing. I've been trying to socialize a bit more with people in the past sort of month as well. Like I saw Connor a couple of weeks ago. Me, Connor, and another mate from my uni went out at the weekend. I'm trying to be more social at the gym, say hello to more people, even if it takes a little bit longer. Just trying to sort of like, it's to take a step back from the gym and socialize more, but whilst keeping things in line that I like realizing I don't need to sacrifice X, Y, and Z because it's not affecting my bodybuilding in any way. Yeah. It's just I'm tired from the gym. I'm just gonna slump. Do you know what I mean? Put in the effort to go and do something.
Mate, it's really good knowing a lot of people at the gym. Like obviously it's a bit different because I work there. Yeah. But like just walking in and having people say hello to you feels really nice.
Yeah. At Apollo, that's one thing I will absolutely give the honest. I've never gone to a gym like it, like community wise. It is like Amar will come in. So Jack, I don't know if you know, there's Ryan and Amar. Ryan has been involved with the gym longer. Amar's coming soon, I think. Amar's so sound. They're both so sound. But Amar, I remember from the very start, it was like, "Oh, what's your name?" Like Dan, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, mate, like second day I was there, he came over.
Yeah,
and spoke to
as
me.
soon as you realise you train, like you're at that gym. Do you know what I mean? You buy a membership for a month or whatever. You're at that gym or you're there for a week. He will just make an effort to stop you, even if you got a day pass. He'll just speak to you, know your name, and the next time you see him, you're one of the people he's like dapping up. As he goes around the whole gym to say hello, and it just like breeds this personal atmosphere. All the like staff members are really good at it as well. In fairness, like where you sit at the front, having your pre and stuff, and a sofa, people just chill there. Like it's just a massive community.
Yeah, to be fair,
To
if
everyone.
you're ever in the area, it is well worth.
Oh, it's also a fantastic gym. It's got really good equipment. The one thing I will criticise them on is the car park and the toilets need to be cleaner. Like it's just like I know you're not going to get great in the gym toilets, but you know you can do a lot better. Please just sort the toilets. Do you know what I mean? And more than one cubicle as well. The other day I was having a and some geezer was waiting quite clearly. I could hear noises.
Oh
I
no!
finished up. We came out and basically, as I opened the door, the geezer was sprinting in by me. I swear to God, this door wasn't like 20 degrees open, and I'm just starting to walk out of it. He's basically just barged me out of the way and gone straight in there and locked it.
That's
Damn.
nice.
Mate,
one
it's just
thing
a
I'd maybe
nightmare.
add to that is it's starting to get that feeling of too cramped. With all
Yeah,
the
it's too busy. I think they need to expand personally.
Yeah, or just get rid of some of the stuff.
As in kit wise.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I think they're really busy member wise. In their peak, there's a lot of people there. And you need
but
that
when
amount
you've
of kit to not have people waiting around.
It's I suppose that's
Too
true.
much of the kit's in use, and like a lot of the leg day kit will be in use at the same time. Like it seems to be Monday like upper, Tuesday legs or something. Like a lot of people are doing the same thing at the same time. They're just by chance.
Well, they need to do then. They need to get a unit that's like got the extra space of a whole nother floor of what they've got.
I'm trying to think
Not
like maybe
more
they
kit in
need
it.
like a B modified kind of unit.
Yeah, where it's nice and open and they can organize
B
it.
modified, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of another one that's like that. I don't know. I haven't been to many gyms recently. Shreds, maybe that sort of size.
Shreds is small, man.
I think Shred. Well, I reckon B modified's got bigger, isn't it?
Yeah.
I ain't been. This has been bigger, you know.
The new one's really good.
I need to start doing gym trips again. I used to really enjoy them.
They are good, mate. They are good.
Yeah, I need to start doing them again. I need to switch to be modified. I'm going to do that.
Back on the grind.
But
Yeah.
even Shreds, I think, like having that kind of layout would be better for Apollo.
Shreds was the mecca for like a solid 2 years, and nobody goes there anymore. I swear.
Oh, do you remember Michael Fox? Was it Michael Fox's meetups there that used to just flood the whole gym? Was it him?
Probably.
There was some coach that used to do meetups there, and the whole gym was
Al
packed out.
would have people there all the time because that's where he was training.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
Can feel us running out of steam.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say with what happened today was it wasn't like the set was really hard, and that's why I couldn't get any more reps. Like the thing just wouldn't move.
Really?
Does that make
That's
sense?
so weird. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just complete and utter resistance. Like it's just way too heavy.
No, it wasn't like it. It didn't feel like muscle wise I couldn't do it. It felt like something wasn't wanting to move it. Do you know what I mean?
That would scare me a little bit, I reckon.
Yeah,
I kind of get what you mean, but I've never experienced anything like
It's
that.
really weird.
That is weird, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely got to see someone about that. If that was me, I'd be crapping myself about that.
Yeah, mate. I'm sure it's fine, but I would go and get it seen to. You know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
never
not to scare you. I'm just
I just don't fucking trust people, because I was saying this on the podcast the other week, and I've got another example. Like there was this geezer in the gym, and I was walking up the stairs and he was like stretching his calves, and then he basically called me for a conversation for about 15 minutes.
Oh,
and he was like telling me how he gets like so much pain in his ankle, and I'm like looking at how he's stretching, and he's like fucking 40 degrees into passive range of motion on his ankle.
Oh,
He's also said to me that this thing hasn't got better over the last 10 years.
yeah.
And I'm like, why the fuck are you still doing this shit? And he's like, oh, I need to do this to sort out my hips because that's where all the problems come from. I'm like, look at what you're doing with your ankle. If that's where you're having problems, please.
Yeah, that's peak. Right,
Yeah.
boys, I have a question for you.
No questions.
Tough shit, Luke. Right, 5 questions just for Jack.
Oh.
What are your goals for next year, and what are you doing in the next year? Like, what have you got planned for the next year? Like life, business, gym.
Okay.
Like, you get me? What's going on in the next year?
Luke, you go first, mate.
Okay, so this year, obviously, I'm competing. I'd like to come top 3 at one of those shows. I recognise that's not entirely within my control, but I'll do pretty much everything I can along the way in order to do that, which will be all right. So yeah, doing that. That's going to be good. I'm going to look fucking sick. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, wow, have a naughty rebound.
Yeah, I have a naughty rebound. I've still not decided if I want to go on peds or not. So we'll see. And
ooh, the dark side.
And then I'm going to Italy sort of 6 weeks before one of my shows. So manage that okay. At best, sort of come back a pound or 2 heavier, but I've got plenty of time to make sure that that's all right. So I'm not too worried about it, in all honesty. Then I'm going to Krakow just after prep finishes, so that'll be nice. Go and see Auschwitz, the Crystal Caves, all of that.
Good Auschwitz.
That following that'll be nice.
Yeah, mate, I love history. I love history.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
Be interesting.
Interesting. It's going to be good. I'll be furious if it's shit.
I don't know what you're expecting to be, Vage.
That was a Nazi joke, the Führer.
Oh, right.
Nice. Führer.
And then business wise, just continue getting more people in person. I've probably got space for another 7-8 people doing a session.
Is that like across a week?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mate, my week is fucking busy now. And then just trying to get a few more advanced people online, I think, to be honest. That's
good. Well done. A lot of traveling there.
I want to do more, like especially next year when I'm not prepping. I want to do a decent holiday every sort of quarter.
Yeah, I'll tell you about my travel plans when we get around to me. But Jack,
see some more shit because I never did it when I was at uni.
That's better. Yeah, it's hard to do when you're at uni, surprisingly.
And I'm like, a week holiday every 3 months really isn't going to fuck up your progress that much, is it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, Jack.
Definitely. Well, I'm going to do some kind of diet in April. If that leads to a prep, it's just going to be down to personal circumstances or not.
Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit more?
Not really.
Okay, that's fair. As far as I knew, I thought you were definitely prepping this year. That's also
it's currently looking like I will be.
Okay,
but I'm not going to set anything in stone. And even if I
you never know, do you?
Even if I start a prep, I'm not going to announce it or say that I'm doing
it.
Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, I binged. Anyway, I'm pulling out, whatever.
Hashtag.
Do you want to cry in the car and shout "fuck" as well? Mate, did you see Christian's video of that?
No,
yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that was so funny, mate.
When was that?
He's just been reenacting like influencer videos. Oh, he chose that as well. It was quite a good impression as well.
That's fucking
so funny.
Nah, it's better to do a secret prep, isn't it? Because that way, if you pull out and don't do it, no one knows. Whereas if you say I'm doing a prep, there's an expectation that people are following it, their eyes on it.
That's what I mean. Is like people treat you differently, and like the thing that kind of put me off recently, that kind of made me be like, okay, if I'm going to prep, I'm going to keep it quiet. It's just like after the pre-prep diet, just everyone around me, like online, in person, whatever, friends, family, were just kind of very much like, oh my god, when you prepping, and I'm like, you're building it up to be more of a thing than it is.
Yeah, it's just longer diet.
It makes it feel like nerve-wracking and realistic another day. And that's not what I need. I need to go into prep being like, it's just prep. But if I go into it being like, especially if I'm like under a lot of personal stress, if I go into it with a lot of personal stress and then I'm in a prep and then I'm like in my head, like, oh my God, I feel shit, everything's going awfully, whatever, it just fucks it, which is not ideal. But yeah, I got some decent business goals. Hopefully, this year I want to get Camille full and then bring on another coach. Get a house as well would be ideal. Yeah, either prep this year or next year. I got a lot of photo shoots. I got like 5 photo shoots for clients this year, and hopefully a prep as well. So yeah, just kind of follow those through. Yeah, that's it really.
No, they're good goals, mate. I'm fucking well. It's good to see both your businesses doing well. To be fair, I like him watching that from the outside.
Thank you, brother.
From my removed fucking Instagram.
What about your goals, mate? Though
it's difficult because a lot of my goals are long term. Getting a house is more of a long term thing. I've got a few more decisions I want to make on it. I want to be absolutely certain. Work is kind of laid out for me in the next year and a half. It's not like a self-employed one where you kind of grind and get bigger and bigger, and the more you put in, the more you get out. It's kind of like you there's that to a degree, but I know what the pay is going to be. I know what my hours going to be. I know, all of that stuff. So it's hard to set a goal there. Gym wise, again, it's just kind of like enjoy training. I'm still bulking. I'm trying to like I said, live life a bit more, but not sacrifice them.
Yeah.
So a lot of my gym stuff is I'm trying to fit it around traveling. So I've just come back from Prague with Belle. We go to Bali and Singapore mid-April for 2.5-ish weeks. So I plan to just hold over that time at the gym.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping to string the bulk out so next Christmas, I'm really lucky, going to Vermont for Christmas for 2 weeks. Over Christmas and New Year. So I'm thinking if I can string the bulk out to there, because last time I went to America, I put on 3 kegs at Florida. Oh my God, I put on so much. So I think the same is going to happen here. Maybe not that much because I'll be peak bulk, but I certainly don't want to be in the diet and go out there and try and be restrictive. I want it to be max food, high of that, already detached from the look and stuff like that. So we got that. I think I've got another holiday I'm forgetting about somewhere. That's bad. But yeah, trying to do more things with friends. Also just trying to enjoy life more. Like I've been saving hard for a house for a while, and I've been sort of like had my head down in the gym for a while. However, I've been doing it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to just be more like do more things now. Maybe spend a little bit more money. It's still really tight to a lot of people, but just allow myself a little bit of spending here and there, and just try and enjoy the simple things in life a bit more. So I haven't really got like an arbitrary goal, which is really strange for me when I'm really like numbers and process and goal orientated a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Trying to take a step back from that and sort of, I don't know, just be a bit more open minded and sort of just go and enjoy, which I never really slowed down enough to do a lot of my life. So yeah, hashtag growing up damn. Just I'm going for a quarter life crisis.
Bro's been converted.
Oh God, this is not like if any of you. I guess you still have listeners from back in the day, don't you?
Yeah,
Some people will have listened to me before.
They'll have watched us grow up, mate.
I hope they can see some similarities.
Well, the first time you were on would have been nearly 2 years ago, because we've missed weeks here or there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
it was, I want to say it was like episode 15 when we started having you on.
What was I doing 2 years ago? When did I join?
You're at uni, mate.
I would have been in my final year of uni, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Damn.
You're probably at uni. I don't know if you were still coached by Reese at that point.
Nah, I wouldn't. I might have been coached by... No, final year, I was coached by Reese for a bit. And then I went to Tom for a bit. And then I went solo from there.
Have you only ever been coached by Reese and Tom?
Yeah. I don't know if you just wait to see when I was last coached, but it would be like go cardless or something on my bank statement. But it's got to have been a long time. I don't think I've really been coached while I've not been at work, while I've been working. So that's a good 1 year and 9 months now. I think I've been out of uni working. I don't think it was there. It's probably been about 2 years since I've been coached, I I've learned a lot on my own, and I would, once people have had a coach, not to dissuade any potential clients or current clients, there is a point where when you need a coach, I feel like you know enough to go and experiment on your own.
No. Cut him off.
Not true. But yeah, for me, I sort of learned from Reese's camp. I still apply some principles of them training and stuff. I learned from Tom's camp, and I think they were very different. I tried RAL with Tom and how Reese trains. Like, I've on both ends of the spectrum, been fairly immersed in the bodybuilding world, have friends in the bodybuilding world. Like, I learn a lot to the point where now I can actually go and apply everything I've learned, and then truly go and see what works for me. Like, and sort of learn the decision-making process a lot better. If that makes sense.
Double the dose.
Double the dose and send it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Double the ashwagandha for me. Matty King.
Lads, I've got to shoot off, and I think we've concluded quite nicely. I reckon we bring this back more often.
I would absolutely back that.
Mate, because this
we
is
make it a once a month type of thing.
Yeah, if we make it a recurring day, it's a lot easier when it's in my calendar already.
Mate, the conversation just flowed. Like that was good.
Yeah, it's like the old days, mate.
All right,
Wednesday evenings work quite nicely for me.
Wednesdays are good for me as well. I have 5-a-side, but if I just put it on like a Wednesday,
yeah, Wednesday.
I'm doing that.
If anyone wants to get coached by Luke, it's YouTube or Instagram at LacticAddictLuke. If you want to get coached by me, YouTube, Instagram, Jack_Archer Academy. If you want some clothing, BuiltNotBorn.store. Use code Lactic10. Any wise words for the listeners at home, Dan?
If you want to be coached by me, fuck off. I'm not doing that. No.
if you want to be coached by Dan,
if you want some brutal honesty on any situation, shoot me a DM, dp.fit. I will give you life advice on anything, and I cannot be held accountable for any of it.
If you want Dan's email, just go to chatgpt.com and just start typing, and Dan will respond.
Yeah, that's me.
Boys, should we pencil in Wednesday the 12th of March then?
Go on then.
I'll check my calendar, but yeah.
All right. Anyway, right. Thanks everyone for listening. I'll end the recording there.
See you later.